I'm 28, and 2 years ago, I met Mark at a friend's barbecue. It was one of those summer evenings where everything just clicked, his easy laugh, the way he listened when I talked about my job as a graphic designer. We fell in love fast. Mark's a high school teacher, steady and kind, and we bonded over wanting a family, a home, maybe a dog someday. Last year, he proposed on a quiet beach at sunset, and I said yes before he finished the question. Our wedding's in 3 months, and I've never been more excited or stressed. I grew up in a small family, just me, my parents, and my younger brother. We're close, the kind of family that calls every Sunday and shows up for every birthday. My parents taught me to be independent, but always there for each other. Mark's family is different, big, loud, and complicated. He's got 2 sisters, a brother, and parents who host these huge dinners where everyone's talking over each other. I love the energy, but it's a lot to take in. I've been trying hard to fit in, learning their inside jokes, helping with dishes, showing up to every event. But the closer the wedding gets, the more I feel like an outsider. Planning the wedding has been a whirlwind. We're doing a backyard ceremony at Mark's parents' place. Simple but beautiful. I'm designing the invitations myself, and Mark's handling the music. It's our dream, but it's not cheap, and we're both working overtime to make it happen. On top of that, I'm trying to build a relationship with his family. His parents are warm. His brother's a goofball. But his older sister, Elle, is a puzzle I can't solve. Every time I think we're connecting, she pulls back. I want them to see me as family, not just Mark's fiancé. But the more I try, the more I feel like I'm hitting a wall. Lately, I've been anxious. The wedding's so close, and I want everything to go smoothly. I love Mark so much, and I know he loves me too. He's always talking about our future kids, a house, maybe moving to a quieter town. But there's this knot in my stomach. Fitting into his family feels like a test. I'm failing, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm the problem. I've never dealt with someone like Elle before, and it's messing with my head. I just want to start our life together without all this tension. But I'm not sure how to make that happen. Despite my efforts to fit into Mark's family, his older sister, Elle, has been a constant challenge. I first met her at a family cookout a month after Mark and I started dating. She's 32, single, and runs her own boutique, which everyone praises like it's a national treasure. I thought we'd hit it off, maybe bond over being career-driven women. But from that first handshake, her smile felt forced, her eyes sizing me up. She said, "So, you're Mark's new girlfriend," in a tone that made new sound temporary. I brushed it off, thinking she'd warm up. She didn't. Over the past 2 years, Liz found ways to make me feel small, always with that sweet little smile. At a Christmas party, she asked about my job and then said, "Oh, graphic design. That's cute. But I bet it doesn't pay like Mark's teaching gig." I forced a laugh and changed the subject. At a family barbecue, she dropped, "You're not family yet, so you wouldn't get our traditions." Mark was right there, but he just squeezed my hand and said, "She's teasing." I wanted to believe him, but it stung. Another time, at his mom's birthday dinner, well mused. "Mark's never dated someone like you before," her tone implying I was some exotic experiment. Each jab chipped away at my confidence. I've never snapped back. I smile, no, or redirect the conversation. Like when I asked Elle about her boutique to steer her off my career. It's exhausting. But I don't want to be the fiancé who starts drama. Privately, I've told Mark how her comments hurt. He listens, hugs me, and says, "That's just Elle. She's sensitive. So don't take it personally." Sensitive. Laz, the family star, everyone tiptoes around her moods. Mark's parents adore her, and his siblings follow her lead. I get that she's protective of Mark, but it feels like she's guarding the family gate, and I'm not welcome. Mark's response frustrates me as much as Elle's comments. He'll admit she's a bit sharp, but insists she means no harm. Once, after Elle implied I was with him for his stability, I asked Mark why he didn't call her out. He sighed and said, "It's easier to let it go. She'll come around." I want to trust him, but I'm starting to doubt myself. Am I too sensitive? Am I misreading her? I keep trying to win Elle over bringing desserts to dinners, complimenting her business, but nothing works. I'm determined to stay gracious, but inside, I'm tired of feeling like I don't belong. Lee's comments were wearing me down. But I hoped a family dinner last weekend would be a chance to start fresh. Mark's parents hosted it at their sprawling suburban home to celebrate our engagement. The dining room was packed. His aunts, uncles, cousins, all buzzing with wedding talk. The table was covered with lasagna, garlic bread, and wine, and I felt a flicker of hope. Maybe Elle would ease up in this festive mood. I wore my best smile, helped serve dessert, and chatted with everyone, trying to feel like part of the family. Then Elle struck. As we passed the salad around, she leaned toward me, her voice sugary but sharp. "You must be thrilled. Marrying into money like this. You should be grateful." That sweet little smile curled her lips, but her eyes were cold. The room went quiet, forks pausing mid-air. My face burned. Marrying into money. Mark's a teacher, not a millionaire. And I've got my own career. It wasn't just the lie. It was the way she said it. Like I was some gold digger who'd snagged a prize. I took a deep breath and looked her in the eye. "I don't think that was appropriate," I said, keeping my voice steady. My heart was pounding. But I wasn't going to let her walk over me. The silence stretched, heavy and awkward. Elle blinked, her smile faltering. Then she laughed it off, saying, "Oh, just joking." Mark shifted in his seat, staring at his plate, his jaw tight. His mom quickly asked about the wedding flowers, and the conversation lurched forward, everyone pretending nothing happened. I sat there, my food untouched, replaying it in my head. I was shocked Elle would go that far, especially in front of everyone. Anger simmered, she'd humiliated me, and no one called her out. But I also felt a spark of pride. For once, I didn't just smile and redirect. I stood up for myself, even if it was quiet. Mark's silence stung, though I kept glancing at him, hoping he'd say something, anything, to back me up. He didn't. As we cleared the table, I wondered if this was a sign of bigger problems, but I pushed the thought away, not ready to face it yet. The dinner left me shaken, but I hoped Mark would have my back when we got home. Later that night, we sat on the couch in our apartment, the glow of a single lamp casting shadows. I was still reeling from Elle's comment, waiting for Mark to bring it up. Finally, he sighed and said, "I know Elle was out of line tonight, but could you just apologize to her? Keep the peace until the wedding. She's sensitive, and I don't want this to blow up." His words hit like a punch. Apologize? For what? I stared at him, my mouth dry, trying to process what I'd heard. I was stunned. "Mark, she humiliated me in front of your family," I said, my voice trembling. "I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I apologize?" He rubbed his temples, looking tired. "I get it, Bobby, but Elle takes things hard, and I don't want her stirring up drama before our day. It's just one apology." I felt my chest tighten. Hurt wasn't just from Elle anymore. It was from Mark, the man I love, asking me to swallow my pride to appease his sister. I told him how betrayed I felt, how her jabs had been piling up for months, and how his silence at dinner made it worse. "I need you to stand up for me," I said. He nodded, but didn't promise anything, just mumbled, "Let's talk tomorrow." Alone in bed, I couldn't sleep. My mind raced. Was Mark's loyalty to his family stronger than to me? If he couldn't defend me now, what would happen after we're married? Would Elle always come first? I thought about our future kids, holidays, family dinners, and pictured Elle's smug smile at everyone. But I also love Mark. He's kind, funny, my partner in everything. Was I overreacting? I refused to apologize, though I'd done nothing wrong, and groveling to Elle felt like betraying myself. Now I'm torn. I don't want to start family drama, especially with the wedding so close. Mark's family is big, and I don't want to be the outsider who ruins things. But I also can't keep swallowing my pride to keep everyone else comfortable. It's not just about Elle. It's about whether Mark and I are a team. I'm lost, and I need advice. How do you handle someone who disrespects you and a partner who asks you to let it go? How do I protect my dignity without blowing everything up? After that night on the couch, I couldn't shake the hurt from Mark's request. 2 days later, I knew we had to talk again. Over coffee at our kitchen table, I laid it all out. "Mark, I'm still upset," I said. Elle's comment was cruel, and asking me to apologize felt like you chose her over me. "I need you to have my back." My voice shook, but I felt stronger saying it. Mark looked down, stirring his coffee too long. "I'm sorry I hurt you," he said. "Elle's always been fragile, and my family avoids rocking the boat. I thought an apology would keep things calm until the wedding. I got it, his family's tight-knit. And Elle's moods are like a storm. Everyone ducks. But I told him, I can't keep taking her jabs. We're a team, right? He nodded, promising to try harder. But his hesitation left me uneasy, needing perspective. I called my best friend, Sarah, who's known me since college. We met at a cafe, and I spilled everything: Elle's insults, the dinner, Mark's request. Sarah's eyes widened. You're not overreacting, she said. La's bullying you, and Mark's enabling her. You need boundaries, now, or this'll haunt your marriage. She suggested I talk to Elle directly, or even Mark's parents if it escalates. Her words lit a fire in me. I've always valued self-respect and partnership. Mark's my future, but I won't be a doormat for his sister. That evening, tension spiked. Elle texted me, Hey, hope you're okay after the dinner. I didn't mean to upset you. Her words seemed sweet, but that sweet little smile vibe screamed through the screen. Was she fishing for an apology? Mocking me? I drafted a reply. Elle, your comment was hurtful, and I'd appreciate if we could talk honestly. My thumb hovered over send, but I hesitated. What if she twisted it? What if Mark thought I was stirring drama? I saved the draft, my stomach in knots. Sitting on our balcony, I reflected, I love Mark, and I want our wedding to be joyful. Not a battlefield, but Sarah's right: without boundaries, less behavior could poison our future. I'm frustrated, but I'm also determined. I won't apologize for standing up for myself. I'm cautiously hopeful Mark can step up, but I need to see it. My plan is to talk to him again. Make it clear we need to face this together. If Elle keeps pushing, I'll confront her. Maybe even loop in Mark's parents. Wedding planning's hectic, but I'm not letting this fester. I need advice. How do I balance this without losing myself or Mark? With my plan to confront the issue head-on, I pushed forward, determined to clear the air before the wedding. 3 weeks later, Mark and I sat in a cozy counselor's office. Our first couples counseling session. The therapist, a warm woman with a knack for cutting through excuses, asked about the dinner incident. I explained Elle's comment and Mark's request for me to apologize. Mark admitted he'd been avoiding conflict, saying, My family's always swept stuff under the rug. I didn't want to make waves before the wedding. The therapist pressed him on why he prioritized Elle's feelings over mine. He looked at me, guilty, and said, I'm learning I need to stand by you first. It wasn't perfect, but hearing him say it gave me hope. Next, I tackled Elle. I asked her to meet at a coffee shop, just the two of us. My stomach churned as I sat across from her, her usual smile in place. Elle, your comments, like the one at the dinner about marrying into money, hurt me, I said calmly. I'm joining this family, and I need respect. She bristled, her smile fading. I was just joking. You're too sensitive, she said, but her tone was defensive. I held firm. Jokes don't feel like that. Let's be kind going forward. She muttered she'd try harder, but her eyes said she wasn't sold. I left feeling empowered, like I'd finally drawn a line, even if Elle's sincerity was shaky. Wedding planning, though, tested my patience. Elle inserted herself into everything, suggesting we cut my cousins from the guest list to keep it intimate and pushing for a cake flavor I didn't like. Each time, I politely said no, but it was exhausting. Mark stepped up once, telling Elle to back off about the guest list, which felt like a win. But then his parents got involved, over dinner at their house. His mom pulled me aside. Honey, Ella's just protective. Let these little things go for family harmony, she said. I nodded, but inside, I fumed. Why was I always the one bending? Mark overheard and later told me, I'm with you. Mom's wrong. His support, small but real, lifted me. The wedding's a month away, and stress is high. I'm juggling work, fittings, and vendor calls, all while navigating Elle's subtle jabs. But I'm stronger now. Counseling's helping Mark see we're a team, and confronting Elle gave me confidence. There's still tension. Elle's not done pushing, and I'm not sure she ever will be. But I'm optimistic about Mark. He's growing, and that's enough for now. I know challenges with Elle might stick around, but I'm ready to face them, not just smile through them. Any tips for keeping my cool as the big day nears? Feeling stronger after confronting Elle and seeing Mark step up, I approached our wedding with cautious hope. 2 years later, I'm sitting in our cozy living room, reflecting on how far we've come. The wedding was beautiful. String lights in the backyard, my dad's teary toast, and Mark's vows that made me cry. Well behaved, keeping her smile polite and her comments to herself. She sat quietly at the family table, and I felt a small victory. Mark and I are now happily married, building a life with late-night pizza runs, weekend hikes, and dreams of a bigger home. Our marriage has grown stronger, but it took work. Counseling helped Mark see that prioritizing me means setting boundaries with his family. He's done it last year, when Elle tried to guilt him into hosting her birthday at our place. He said, "We're busy. Elle, plan it yourself." I was proud. He's not perfect. Sometimes he hesitates, but he's my partner, and I trust him. We talk openly now. No more sweeping things under the rug. My small family loves him, and my brother even calls him for football debates. That's the life I always wanted. Elle's still a challenge. Our relationship is civil but strained. Like a tightrope, we both walk carefully. She's dialed back the overt jabs, but her passive-aggressive streak pops up. At Christmas last year, our first big family milestone as a married couple, she forgot to include my dish in the potluck lineup, smirking as she said, "Oh, I thought you weren't bringing anything." I didn't flinch. "It's on the table. Lele, help yourself," I said, and moved on. Mark backed me up, making sure everyone tried my lasagna. I've learned to handle her firmly, not with anger, but with calm confidence. She doesn't scare me anymore. We're navigating new milestones now. I'm pregnant with our first child, due next spring, and we're over the moon. But Elle's already stirring things up, suggesting family-only baby showers that exclude my side. Mark shut it down, saying, "Both our families are invited, end of story." His parents, who once urged me to let things go, now see my side more, especially after Mark and I stood united. It's not perfect, family ties are messy, but I'm okay with that. I've accepted Elle won't change, but I don't need her approval. Counseling and my own assertiveness changed me. I used to tolerate Elle's insults to keep the peace, smiling through the hurt. Now, I stand up for myself, not just with Elle, but in life. I'm proud of my resilience. I value my marriage and my self-respect, and I've learned to balance love with holding my ground. Mark and I are a team, and our baby will grow up in a home where respect comes first. I'm content, even with the messy bits, because I know who I am and what I deserve. Thanks to everyone who offered advice, it helped me find my strength.